Alright, this is league match 4th out of 6 for this season. We're against SamE. We'll really hope that for this one I don't manage to mute myself halfway through game 1, never to unmute it, because that's what I did in the last one. I'll see what we can do. This board is awkward. It's like Avanta would be your draw, except that with Spice Merchant Amulet Masquerade, you never actually buy Sauna, which means that Avanta won't be your draw. And instead, it would be Masquerade in, except that doesn't draw. So it's more like Archive. I also cut first Masquerade here. That's amusing, although there's not really a way to put copper in, so that's a little tougher. Kind of just want silvers more so than I want the Masquerade right away. If we were to open something like Amulet Spice Merchant, that would do something for me. As opposed to Masquerade, Spice Merchant, something like that. I don't think the big numbers are that important. So let's do it this way. Okay. This isn't what we would have loved to see, but it'll be fine. At some point I think we're going to want a villain pretty soon. I think here I'm just going to take a second amulet, though this is going to suck to pass a copper. Really suck. Although that you're not immediately playing Masquerade gives me some amount of hope. Okay. Now let's pick up a dungeon. I'm going to trash out some estates, I think. Start buying, or you bought an archive. We'd like to do that at some point too. I gain a silver here. What happens? I don't want to gamble. The only thing we'd hit that would be worthwhile is a Spice Merchant, and then we can't do anything, so... I'll just, I think, take a coin here and archive, as opposed to the silver. I guess we get a mask play. wonder how badly the mask. Oh, apparently not. Maybe you're trying to, like, reach inheritance. That seems possibly fine. I might just take 2 silvers here. Or like a coin and another archive. Probably not so much. I'd like to start buying province relatively soon. That means that you're going for inheritance on something. Dungeon? I guess. Sounds like a fine idea for you. Sauna. Huh. Sounds a little weird to me. Let's start on the provinces. I guess you see value out of the inheritance sauna that you just like have points. To some extent. And that's a good enough reason for you to do it. Like, this will be a province, yeah. Hope is that I would be in a slightly better position for duchies. And I also have this potential buy sitting here in Spice Merchant. That does do something. If you pass me an estate, I guess that goes kind of against your game plan. You want to trash. Let's put a silver in. I don't know if we want to trash out the copper or not. I don't really see a reason not to. Okay. This hand misses 8, but that's okay. I guess it doesn't have to miss 8. We'll see what you do. I guess you're going to be able to buy the province. Okay. This will just take the amulet, gain a silver by duchy. I guess we have to exchange duchies for a little bit. You might do a bit better on that because of the archives. I might do a bit better on that because of the silvers. What would I pass with mask here? Silver? That seems like the only thing. This will be a duchy. We take a coin here. If I could reach like duchy estate, if that does me any good. I don't think it does. Yeah, we're not gonna do better than the. Let's just put that out here then. I'll get this, at some point I should think about, like, going for it. I don't think that time has come yet. Especially when I'm seeing hands like this. Maybe it would be best to do it on the turn that you have the archive, but only the one archive. You miss? Duchy? No. Guess you'll gain the or you buy the duchy, and then what do I do? Pass you amulet here. If I have to pass something. This will be fine. This will get me double estate. I think at this point you're just going to offer a tie. Would be my belief. Anyways. I guess maybe you think you can maintain the estates in deck better. Now we're going to have to think for a very long time about whether to buy province or estate, apparently. Very carefully at that. Spice Merchant, huh? Do I think you can draw that and hit 10 next turn? I don't know. We're just gonna have to find out, aren't we? I guess if I pass a silver, you're more likely to just take the province. Maybe you'll interpret me thinking about it somehow. Maybe you just missed. Spice Merchant. This gets you 2 estates. Alright. Fine. Guess you can go find the Spice Merchant and hit your number. I mean, I don't think you're hitting your number. But we'll find out. I really wish you would just hit 8. You could have a tie. But not to be. You play that, right? Oh, I guess you don't play that. Gamble until you find Spice Merchant. You can double estate. Hope you draw it. Okay. Well, now we just buy estate. Right. Oh, I guess you couldn't tie. That's funny. That means I win. How pleasant. Right here I just wanted a tie. Okay. Man. Here I would have been so happy with a tie. You have no idea how much I would have been satisfied with a tie. Nice turn. Oh, what is this garbage? Or you're just trashing, but Shepherd is a draw. Well, there's In Menagerie for draw. There's lots of things that draw. Research trashing's a little awkward. Is there anything fun going on with Guildhall? Ill-Gotten Gains Guildhall. That sounds amazing, actually. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Alright. So, to do Ill-Gotten Gains Guildhall, I want to open silver and maybe a research. Now the silver I'm certain of. Might just be another silver. Lackeys. It's like 4. The advantage with silver is that we can hit like a 5/5. The disadvantage of a silver is that we can hit like not a 5/5. I'm kind of liking just another silver here, to be honest. Okay, well that didn't work. Suppose I could take like a research here. Or try to gamble lackeys. I have 2 silvers in there. If I turn 1 over, what do I hit? Not the number I want. Alright, Guildhall. This will be silver. I'm not that enthused about not reaching IG, but so it goes. You should buy a research for your deck. Yeah. We'll just be IG now. Have coppers do good things. Be the hope. I guess we're playing the same deck. You just have a shepherd in yours. No research. Which is possibly better. Let me just buy province here. Seems to do that when you have the chance. No coffers. Get a curse out. Yeah, this isn't looking so great anymore. I guess you found a better route to Guildhall IG. Certainly gain the copper, right? I don't know if the shepherd stuff that's happening is predictable or not. Like how worthy 2 estates actually is. But keep buying these. And ill-gotten gains. That's an ill-gotten gains. I can't play the copper after, but I think we just buy one straight up here. I don't know if I want to go up out of my way to buy this last one. I think the answer is yes. Or is that, at least that's consistent with the previous turn. Not having a research may be a difficulty. I mean, just having a generally worse deck might be a difficulty. Let's be real. Not having stuff. Whatever stuff means. We'll hope to just outpace on provinces, duchies, whatever. I guess estate's probably an okay move. In that case, let's gamble. Really like to save the coffers for province buying. Yeah, this is good. This is real good. In fact, this is just about winning here. Would be my belief. So then comes this hand. Still have a long way to go without real extra gains. Six curses. How many do I have? I've got one estate and 5 provinces, so I have 4 curses. You can't trash out a curse. I am just going to buy a copper. Okay, that was a little bit depressing, but I guess it was fine. Guildhall, ill-gotten gains. Our our combo. Well, we can open page sentry, and I think that's what we're probably going to do. Later on, you can do some, like, develop rats. This board's a little bit weird because Puka's the draw and you want to feed it. Develop is in duplicate our gains, which means stuff's a little bit on the, I want to say a little bit more than a little bit on the awkward side for that stuff. Page with Way of the Goat's really nice. It does make something of a case for opening double page, but I don't think we're going to do that. You did page rats. Huh. I guess Rat's Way of the Goat, but I like Sentry. And I think I like a second Sentry since we've gotten our opportunity to do that. Innovation rats, I don't know how much of a thing that is. I'm just going to goat this page, I think. Trash out an estate. And, I guess we want innovation for, like, develop games. It'll work. It'll be something that's good, I'm sure. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but Rat's innovation, Way of the Goat. Maybe that was the key. I guess at this point you can tell that I think I'm losing. You pick up a Sentry. You gained a couple things. But I'm not sure that it's not better for me to be gaining silvers here. As opposed to a trash out. Like, if we gain some silvers and we buy a page, does that make us happy? Or does it not? How many silvers do I get to gain? 1, 2, 3. That's probably a few too many. Maybe not. It also kind of prevent you from, but you're just gonna goat it anyways, doesn't matter. I don't want to take a curse here for anything. Yeah. Kinda do want that page. Yeah, good to force that goat. I say. I'm gonna play that, okay. We want to develop this cursed gold eventually. Didn't get anything out of there. That stinks. Do I want a page here? Sure. Exchange them all. It's too bad. It would have been really fun to have hit a warrior or something. Here, I guess we might be able to do our innovation by assuming we reach things. I mean, you want to develop soon, right? Discard Sentry Estate, I can live with that. I'd probably like a rats this turn. If it's a possibility. Okay, and there's the develop. Innovation's going to help a lot with that. I'm probably just taking like gold. I don't see a reason for harem. This could be a develop if I want, which I think I do want. I'd certainly rather be the one on that side of the table right now that has rats instead of garbage. Maybe I overestimated how much the sentries were going to do a little bit. Let's see. Jeez. 2 games. You trashed my cursed gold. That stinks. That was going to be a develop thing that I was going to develop. Yes, we have to ask now what. Okay. Could play these both as goat. Could also play them both as treasure hunters and like buy rats. Asking the old question of what's down there, the answer is not a cursed gold. Which does not make me very happy. I guess you gain like 4 or 5 cards last turn, which is going to make... Ultimately, this is going to make these a problem to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So I'm definitely not playing both of them. I have the gold in there that's going to turn into a puka. Can't turn it into a puka just yet, but we'll get there. I wonder why you wouldn't do the develop first. Okay, you don't want another develop, okay. Surprise. Yeah, looks decent. It'd be really nice to hit innovation at some point, wouldn't it have? Seem to have done a lot. Still don't understand why you got a caravan guard instead of a develop. Province. Okay. It's not a huge concern yet. Well, this changes things, doesn't it? So I'm allowed to have a province here. I don't actually want a province here, though. I want something like innovation. Am I developing? I could just take a rat straight out, also. That guy's got a treasure hunter. Yeah, let's take this rat straight out. And keep treasure hunter. Alright. The hope is that somehow develop is going to get me there. But I don't know. We'll see. Sentries are losing value. I guess he'll just province here again. I probably need to start doing that, but I need to be doing the other stuff too in order to have a realistic shot, in my view. duplicate. I don't know what duplicate's gonna do. I guess you can bring one of the warriors up into a hero and then be duplicating harems. That's pretty good. To make this a lot more work. This has to happen first. This isn't bad to see. I'll discard the silver. You can Caravan Guard react to these things. That's lovely. I think I want to draw. Treasure Hunter, how much is it? How much silver is the question. $7. That's workable. Discard both. Or just the one. Or like discard both by province. Did you get a hero? No, you didn't. That's a little surprising to me. So this will just be a province. And we want one of those to turn into a hero. You have a treasure hunter? You do. I mean, I guess you're just looking for another warrior out of it. That's fair. Wait, why do I have a hero? I really didn't need that hero. It's going to be gaining harems that are just points irrelevant. I'm being realistic. Duchy. Yet. Clearly the sentry didn't work. I mean, there's no guarantee that you're going to hit 6 so early, and that probably helped a lot, but... Drafts. I don't know how likely these things actually are. Do I lose? No. Gain a sentry, okay.
You have that. Cursed gold still around. It's exciting. Yeah, this is gonna go to what? I don't know.
Caravan Guard. Sentry. Duchy already. Duchies. Okay. Fine.
Do Caravan Guards. No, this isn't perfect. Would have liked to have been hitting Sentry. If I hit Sentry here, we're turning it into duplicate and something it doesn't draw. If I hit a silver here, I can turn it into duplicate page, which is probably better. I could do another one into duplicate page. A little uncomfortable top decking the duplicate though. I think we're actually just going to trash out a silver. Province. Keep all of those as they are.
Harem's not duchy, but it's harem. Super tenuous drawing. Which is not ideal. No, we're not going to be able to province this turn. We're going to have to try to like double harem, or single harem, triple duchy, or something like that. Fine. It's just life. Yes, we might be able to do a bit better than that, down developing rats to develop. Everything works out. You need to do something. That's kinda sketch. That was pretty sketchy. But okay. That was super sketchy.
That was like you saw the duplicate that you drew off the rats and decided that you needed one. Or that you needed to draw it. Right, you're just gonna buy province, right? There's nothing that's gonna make you not do that. Okay. Alright, well, here goes. I guess I might be able to see a little bit more if I play the rats. Trash a silver. Not so much. Now here's this deck collapsing. Anything I particularly want to do? I guess I could probably pretty safely gain like develop or duplicate page. And call that a day. Buy a state, I don't know. If you like have a completely dead turn, I don't know what happens. Let's just stop there. This turn is looking suspiciously not completely dead. This is looking like not duchies, alright. Yeah, trash the hero, trash the duplicate. For trashing the hero. Turn rats. Like Caravan Guard Mystic, maybe. Or I guess Caravan Guard Duchy. I'll turn rats to like Caravan Guard Puka. Silver Puka. And pray for another turn. Which I don't think. I mean, there's not a ton of doubt that you're provincing this turn, which is gonna make life really difficult. Gotta say. Ooh. In fact, I think a province would just, like, win. But we'll make sure you have it first.
state. Page duplicate.
Man, if you just buy this province, I'll resign.
Four steps. Okay.
Just buy the province. I don't know, there are a couple of those that were a little weird in there. Oh, this looks straightforward-ish. Maybe not so much. Magpie's the draw, which is awkward with everything we see here because none of it's particularly good for treasures. I mean, I think the clear start is Magpie Chapel. I don't know if it's better to play Magpie or if it's better to just rat it. Really, it's better to play it because you get to trash some estates. This will be another Magpie. I think we get really close to, at some point, to being able to just straight pile them. Alright. I'd kind of like a rogue. But I think we're going to want to go up a chain a little bit for that. Now, this is fine, I guess. I think there is a chance, like, if Chapel bottom, no, not really. Let's make this a rogue. Rogue hits. Rogue, that would be excellent. Okay, it did. It makes this an in. Suppose. I don't know how close you were to just like straight piling Magpie. It's one of the things that I just don't understand, apparently. Otherwise, I'd probably be trying harder to do it this game. I guess I ended up with 5 magpies, so that's fine. Now what? Expand. Probably. I want an expand. I have treasures, don't I? Yeah, that's more like it. Guess I attack here. I'd like to clear a bit more copper. I think this ends up being a festival. I want like one more action. I'm not convinced in isn't just better. Expand. This turn will be expand. Hopefully trash out those coppers. And all the other things we like doing. You're gonna need a second rogue here. And we're gonna do some funny exchanges. And take your expand. Alright. Ouch. Well, that'll do. I'll take an expand of my own. It's a little awkward since I haven't gotten the coppers out yet, but I don't know that it matters that much. I guess as your first expand is going to be the chapel to rogue. Yeah. At some point the rogue stuff stops mattering quite as much. And we just actually want I don't know, play orders on these. I do like having magpies. Oh, if this is just province or if I want like a gold in the meantime. I think it's just province. Oh, 3 coppers. See what your rogues flip. I assume it's going to be a pair. I guess you might just expand one and take back. Yeah.
Just go rogue to province. I could also play a rogue. Could be kind of annoying. Let's play the rogue. Alright. Try to be a little bit disruptive. I'm going to take an in here. I'm not completely sure on that.
Everything that doesn't draw is a little...
I'm going to say a touch scaresome. Could I, like, not do this? Okay. This would be expanding the festival, playing rogue, buying, like, silver.
I should have left the festival in the trash. I would have been able to buy silver. I think I want to start buying duchies now. Double is probably a little bit of a dream. Although it would be more possible if the Magpies were to draw. Not that I exactly have treasures in my deck to draw. After this game is done, I'm gonna have to take like a 7 or 8 minute break. Which I guess I'll mute things out for. And you get a Magpie back if you want it. I guess you just wanted to expand. Okay. I buy a duchy. Let's... I don't know what the heck I want to do. Buy an inn. Keep trying to make it happen with this single expand, but I just don't know that it's going to. Oh, I can trash an in-art festival. That seems obvious, because if we regain the inn, we get to do fun stuff. Here we have Magpies that aren't hitting because they're not supposed to. I'm going to expand this to a province. Buy like Salvager. Oh, this sucks. Apparently in real life we don't actually get to do anything on the first bit of a shuffle. That's the second time in a row. Yeah. I don't know what to do with this game from here. The more expands, which is certainly nice. Something tells me by the fact that you're not quick discarding and winning that you don't have two of them and two things that can expand to province and hand, though maybe you do. Nope. Yeah, wide selection to choose from here. Okay. So the duchy. Okay. Well, wait a second. I could take... Well, I can take a pair of duchies, so I suppose I'd probably do that. At this point, I think I'd prefer a silver to a rogue. Actually. Just because it can be drawn. Worrying piece right now is that you have two expands. And I have a salvager. It's the worst thing ever, but... now no in the trash. Nice touchy, okay. That's good to see. That's not as nice to see. Now what? Gain 2 estates? Probably. I assume we're not shuffling again, so... that's scary looking. That's real scary looking. That's less scary looking. Well, I can just salvage the expand. There. Salvager comes through in the end to preserve. And I will be back.
Alright, this time we were successful in unmuting myself when I came back from a break, so that was a positive. What have we here? We have Camel Train King's Court, which is certainly going to be a bit of a focus, I'd say.
Captain's only good for Menagerie, which is decent, but not a huge deal. I guess there's probably just transmogrify silver. We'll try to get like a bit more silver. Camel Train. Yeah. See how it all goes. I need to log this. See transmogrify turn 3, that's great. 2. That was 3.5 hours, 5 minutes. Okay.
I think I'm liking this be another silver. We'll see what the next turn brings. Okay.
That's not quite what we wanted out of it.
I think we would have preferred a scenario where we got to, like, gain a camel train and some stuff, but this'll have to do for us. We might just, like, take a camel train and buy transmogrify here. We'll camel train a King's Court, even though I can't really reach it. Seems possibly appropriate. Or a captain. You might do the King's Court. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy a Menagerie. They're fine. They're not particularly exciting. I would do a King's Court with this one, I think, if I were you. Bleh. Huh. Alright. Well, that's fine and all. As tempting as it is to take 2 King's Courts here, I'm not sure that I want to do that. I guess this probably just wants to be a silver. I can have 3 captains. Seems awfully good. Swashbuckler. King's Court? I don't know. Alright, bunch of swashbucklers. That's fine. I want Displace, I think, more than I want Swashbuckler. I'd also love to find a way to somehow make this Menagerie activate, but that's not going to happen.
Which means we may be kind of stuck just, doing our things. Like stop here. Okay, that was pleasant. Let's keep going. Whether I want this to be more displaced or more swashbuckler. Having two swashbucklers does sound pretty fine, but having some displaces also sounds pretty fine. For now, we're just gonna match the swashbucklers, though. Here's a question. Do I turn copper into curse? I think I do. As dumb as that sounds. Feels like we would be triggering a shuffle here anyways, right? Yeah. We just trash out a King's Court, right? We drew the other swashbuckler, that stinks. So one of these will have to be a menagerie, so I need the village bit. Think. Suppose we could also have one of them be a transmogrify. I'd love to have found the displace. Place the silver into a swashbuckler, perhaps. No, I can't displace a silver. I wonder if that should be a camel train. It should be a camel train. Let's see, we have just the one. Just the one captain. Which I mean, it's just gonna be life. I really don't think it's gonna be
worth gaining curses very much more. Suppose I could take the Transmogrify into like a festival if I want to guarantee more village space. I don't know if that's really necessary. I need to know a lot of Captain. Do you like just end up winning next turn or something? That makes it really tempting to try to draw here, doesn't it? Duchy. If I can draw here, I think I should be able to end up winning. Okay. There's a start. King 2 camel trains. Displace the captain. So I need to do some things. Two camel trains and one displace. What do we do with them? It's gonna have another camel train. We'd like displace Swashbuckler to Duchy. Okay. King. Just do Menagerie. Camel train. Camel train. Camel train, camel train, camel train. There. Whew. King camel train. What a game. What a dumb game. Yeah. On to a last one. My start. This looks poorly. Yeah, this looks very poorly. I'm not entirely sure how to start one of these games. Whether I want to do like Potion Chapel, or like Squire Chapel, or like something else Chapel, Conspirator Chapel maybe. With Squire Chapel, you would chapel the Squire, you'd have a pool. You need the potion eventually, though. Conspirator Chapel, you'd be like buying a potion. Hoping to. Let's do the Conspirator version. You can overlord wine merchants. Jeez. Okay. That would make the 3/4 better. This will just be an overlord, I think. Guess it could be Squire. Here we'll take an overlord, for sure. Mule the Conspirator.
probably just trash out here. Not seeing much of a point in doing. Well, I could wine merchant and pay off the debt, but that's a little too fancy for my tastes. So this will be Squire, Overlord is Wine Merchant. Trash an estate. This is making me feel a little bit slow to things. Your turn. Then what do I buy if I just trash the estate? Conspirator would be the idea. Or like Conspirator Overlord. This will be Squire. I suppose we could also play as Settlers. At some point we want a potion, I think, to draw. Just mule this, we buy Squire. Seems okay. We get to Chaplain Squires soon. One or two of them, certainly. That seem rather productive. And Leprechaun too, pretty soon. Yeah, this isn't quite how we wanted this to go. Trash out 2 coppers by like Squire Conspirator. Here it would be really nice to find the chapel. Because that's how I'm gaining all my pools. Depending on how many I think I need. Otherwise, okay.
Okay. I think I take one of these for actions, another for... I do the Overlord as a Squire for buys. Do I actually do that? No. We're going to Overlord as Wine Merchant. We're going to gain some pools. This can be like Squire Overlord. Two pools feels like enough for my purposes right now. Now we'll see what this turn brings us. Yeah, wishes are good. Might be something that I do this turn. It should be something that I do this turn. Are you kidding me? Oh. I'm gonna have to draw again. Find a pool. 2, 3. Alright, so we don't get to Leprechaun. Which stinks. Quite frankly. It's going to be the best way to play this Overlord. I think Conspirator Squire makes me happier. Wait. I'm going to undo the chapel play, I think. Chapel with this one. This could just be something like a double Overlord, right? Or Squire Overlord. Oh, jeez. Again? You have no idea how much I'd like to draw one of the 3 pools in the starting hand, even though I really only need one of them to draw. Ugh. Captain will play Squire. No, Captain will play Conspirator. Alright, you're not getting the wish this turn. I'd like a wish. Oof, 20. That's a hell of a lot of money. So my belief is that I'm good with the number of pools that I have. Okay. 5. So we'd really like to do this and then Leprechaun. Wait. I can't see, apparently. That's only 6. Squire for actions again. I guess we should look at these things and discard them. And Captain can do... Oh, I don't know. Conspirator, and then we double Province Overlord.
Have I said anything about how it would be nice to see a scrying pool in my starting hand? Oh.
Leprechaun, yeah. So I'm in full belief that I can triple this turn. I'm not quite so sure about a quad.
Gotcha. 2 wine merchants.
Well, that part was clear to you.
So, Captain needs to be played as settlers, which is a little bit disappointing. But I have to get the province off the top. I think you take, if you're not going to buy a province and hope, you're obviously not.
Okay. So this will be settlers. There's the
cool. Wee. Okay. Business time would be... Now this is actions. 5, 6. We can discard this. Leprechaun. So I can play 4 wine merchants here, which is enough to get me to 3 provinces, but isn't particularly useful otherwise. Being well aware that you can triple. How do we feel about taking 5 duchies? And how much would that lose the game? A lot, because you would take 4 squires, an overlord, and whatever. We're not doing that. I guess I could take like 3 provinces and a duchy. That seems awful. Well, maybe not. That put me up 2 provinces. You need to province triple duchy. That happens, no question. How about estates? If I like take this for buys. Or if I take this as squire and then take 8 buys, I would have 9 buys. That's not gonna do it. By any means. $20, $27, $31, $29. Okay, so ended up a couple coins short. I think I just have to end up hoping that you can't do the province and reduchies thing. It just stinks, but there you are. Yeah, that's bad, I have to say. I mean, I just missed the opening here, I'm sure. It should have been Chapel Overlord even on the draw I had. It's just not making it. You discard my squire. Doesn't seem quite right. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Well, that stinks for you, doesn't it? Do I have anything guaranteed here? Yeah, I just played Conspirator. Play Conspirator again. Play 2 Conspirators. Whew. That was mean. Jeez. That's so unfortunate. For you. I mean, that's what we played for, but jeez. That just sucks. Anyways, that'll get me back to even on the season, whatever that means. And see you all.